There was a girl named Greedy Pat. "I want this, and gimme that," was all Pat said. If you did not, you'd soon regret it, for what you got was screaming, kicking, scratching, howling, weeping, snorting, cavorting, yowling. No wonder her parents were inspired to give her whatever her heart desired. "I want a doll and a new toy car, a popcorn popper and a Spanish guitar, and a fishing pole and a party dress." "Yes," said her parents, "yes, yes, yes." Her room, of course, as you could guess, was a jumbled, scrambled, disgusting mess. The junk was piled from ceiling to floor. It was worth your life to get in the door, and you'd never find Pat except for the noise of "Gimme, I want," from amongst the toys. It got so bad when Pat was 4 that her parents moved in with the folks next door. "Here are TV dinners," they said, "and keys. We're tired of never a thank you or please. If you have any trouble when you're alone, just text us on your new cell phone." They kissed their daughter and waved goodbye and walked away. They did not cry. "Alone!" screeched Pat. "At last I'm free. I think I'll go on a shopping spree." She hopped on her big wheels, or was it her trike, or her skates, or her scooter, or her 10-speed bike, and whizzed right off to the big toy store, screaming, "Gimme toys! I want more, more, more!" When the toys were delivered in moving vans, Pat supervised the moving men. From a spot on the stairs she told them where to put each toy. This here, that there. The job was done in a couple of days. The house was bulging. The men drove away. Said Pat from the stairs, "Alone again! I'm certainly glad that I have no friends. I don't have to share with anyone. And now it's time for fun, fun, fun." Then she tried to get up, and she tried to go down, but with toys above and beneath and around she could scarcely wiggle. She was out of luck. Poor old Greedy Pat was stuck. She couldn't get lunch, she couldn't get dinner. All she could do was sit and get thinner. She couldn't call Mom, she couldn't call Dad. All she could do was sit and feel sad. She wished she had some girls and boys to talk to, not just toys, toys, toys. Pat sat like that for a day or two before she decided what to do. Then she took a deep breath and yelped one yelp, a round, resounding cry for help. Since the cry was huge and the house was weak, the walls and ceilings began to creak and groan and moan. Then came the worst. The house heaved a sigh, and boom, it burst. The people in the streets nearby yelled "Yipes!" and stared up at the sky. There they saw, as they all said, "Oh," a fabulous birthday fireworks show. Toys were rocketing through the air, toys were falling everywhere, and perched on a flying patchwork horse was the star of the show, GP, of course. They came to earth with a lovely splash in a pond in the park. A boy said, "Gosh, are these your toys? Can we help you take them home?" said Pat. "For goodness sake, keep them, please. I'm sick, sick, sick of toys to my knees and toys to my neck. The only toy I care about is my horse." The people began to shout, "3 cheers for Pat, hooray, hooray," and off they marched in a toy parade. A toddler with a big bass drum, a grandma chewing bubble gum, a teenaged girl with a set of blocks, a grandpa with a cuckoo clock, a mother in a fire chief's hat, a dad on stilts with a cute stuffed cat. Pat grinned at her horse and said, "What fun! I think at last I've made some friends." Then home she ran to her own front door, which was not the door it had been before. It was lying flat upon the ground, with a heap of rubble all around. On hands and knees, Pat's dad and Mom were working to build just one big room. "One room," said her Mom, "and that will be that, with no more toys and no more Pat. It's all we need." Pat's father sighed. Both of them thought their Pat had died. "But Mummy, Dad, I'm alive, you see. I hope you'll have room for my horse and me." "Oh, great," said her folks, and gave her a smack on the lips. "We've got our daughter back." Then they built one room, and they all moved in, and they started their life all over again. Do you think that Pat was happier than she was before this story began?